All right, you want to go for a little ride? Good girl. Good girl. So, it's probably a story for another time, but Maple, who as you can see is doing okay, but she's still on exercise restriction, going through some medical stuff. We think she's gonna be okay, but she's still got a little bit of a road in front of her. So, since the dog hasn't got to run much lately, we're just going for a little ride this morning and checking out a couple trailheads that I'm just gonna let her sniff around a little bit and mark her territory. We're not gonna walk much because Maple's not really supposed to exercise, but I just wanted her to be able to sniff around a little bit. So we're gonna go check out this and one other trailhead, see if the snow's gone and just see what everything looks like. And you happy to be outside again, Bubba? Good girl, baby. Good girl. All right, back up in the truck. We got one more spot to check. Come on. Good girl, Bubba. Okay, well, we killed some time this morning and check out trailheads. I thought I would kind of just talk about the camper that we have real quick. This is our Overland camper. I got this about a year ago, and we got some good use out of it so far in the last year. We do a lot of camping in the desert, the mountains, and so far we're very happy with it. But I kind of thought I'd cover quick what we don't like about it and kind of what the plan is. We like pretty much everything about it. But the thing I don't like the most is we haven't really done anything to customize kind of the whole truck setup yet. Before our kind of inaugural or first camping trip of the season, I took out the rest. I had already taken out the two seats. They kind of come in like there's a section of two seats and one seat. And I took those out. All this. At the time we still had our foster dog Buck, who got adopted actually on that trip. We were kind of dropping him off. But anyway, oh yeah, you're bored, huh? Don't worry, we're gonna go to another trailhead soon. We'll go for a little better of a walk, okay? We'll spend more time outside. Anyway, so I haven't done anything back here yet. Same kind of goes for the back. So back here, we also haven't done anything yet. So you can get, there's the bed frame and everything up there, but right here it's just kind of some gear we have stored in the back of the truck, dog crate tipped up, some recovery gear, just stuff we keep in there in case stuff happens. So yeah, we just haven't done any customization yet. And that was kind of part of the plan. So we wanted to use the truck for a season before we really started building stuff out. And so there's kind of like 3 things on the list for this year, and one of them I actually rushed out the door before our camping trip. So the list was a diesel heater, build out the cab, and build out the bed. In that order. So right before we left, I actually installed this diesel heater port, which I bought from the company that manufactured our camper, Overlander. There's other ones online, but I was like, I just trust these guys a little bit more. But drilling holes and cutting this out was by far the most nerve-wracking thing I've done since we got the camper. Plan for the cab is the dogs kind of need a better place to live. And so I'm gonna build a frame that bolts down to, like in here there's the mount for the seats and these bolts. And I'm going to build a platform that mounts to that frame and maybe elevates about 10 inches. And then we'll be able to store bags in the front and store stuff underneath and make a nice space for the dogs on top where we can attach, safety belts or crates or whatever we feel like we got to do. In the back, the plan is, I think I'm going to start with as simple and lightweight of kind of some benches with, I think I'm just going to leave like cutouts in the side and make a bench on both sides and try to keep it as light and flexible as possible. Hopefully by the time I get done with the front, my carpentry skills develop a little bit. There are some things that we just don't like, or I don't like, in general about the setup. So if you look at the truck, this is a Crewmax Tundra with the short bed. And if you look at how this kind of all lays out, I can show you in a second, but if I was to, this is the window that opens here. So if I was to show you, I'll show you on the other side. All right, so when you pop these windows open, there's really no real estate left on the side of the truck. The barn door even comes over this window. And that is strictly just a limitation of the model of truck that we put this on. So it's really nothing against like the Overlander build or anything like that. We bought this truck not knowing that we're gonna put a camper on it. And honestly, I don't know if I'd necessarily wanna do anything different in particular, but everything is just pretty compact. And, you know, you see people with a lot of like, you know, diesel heaters and cases and other stuff mounted on the side. And while we are set up to mount an awning up top, everything is just kind of squished. There's not a ton of room in the bed of the truck. So my main gripe is really just the size of the truck that we put the camper on and how that kind of compresses the layout of the camper. So that would be something I would think about if you're getting one of these. That said, as much as that's like the biggest pain point, I don't know if I would necessarily change anything, because the cool thing about these Crewmax Tundras is the thing that kind of ruins it by making the bed so short is the fact that the back of this cab is massive. There's so much space back here. That's just kind of a quick high level overview of like what's going on with the truck, what we want to do with it. And that'll be probably a lot of what's on this channel. Yeah, I'll do a bunch more stuff on the truck. So like there's a lot of good things too. It's a little cold out, so I didn't feel like popping everything open and kind of doing like a whole walkthrough, but it's been awesome so far. Had a ton of fun in it. But anyway, that's it. Thanks.